the testimony of Jesus. And I fell at his feet to worship him. But he said to me, see that you do not do that. I am your fellow servant, and of your brethren who have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. Revelation 19, verse 10. There are a couple of important points that we can learn from John's interaction with the angel in Revelation 19. First of all, pay attention to the angel's humility. He is utterly horrified at John's act of obeisance, insisting that he is no worthier of worship than is John himself. Angels of God, in spite of their lofty status, we were, after all, created lower than angels, are still fellow servants. Second, the angel offers us a clear definition of what the testimony of Jesus represents in Bible prophecy. The spirit of prophecy. Some modern translations, however, have muddied the angel's meaning, suggesting that he is merely saying that the gist of all prophecy is to reveal Jesus. While it's certainly true, this passage is also speaking clearly of the prophetic gift. Further on, in the book of Revelation, John makes the same mistake again and bows down to the angel. The angel replies with nearly identical words, but makes an important change. Instead of saying, he is of your brethren who have the testimony of Jesus, he now says, of your brethren, the prophets. What can we conclude from this? The prophets have the spirit of prophecy. The identifying mark of the testimony of Christ is the prophetic gift, which is further demonstrated by Paul's opening words to the Corinthian church, where he thanks God that the testimony of Christ was confirmed in you, so that you come short in no gift. At the opening of the book of Revelation, John describes what he is about to write as a prophetic message from God, and he refers to bearing witness to the testimony of Jesus Christ. That the prophetic gift should be found among God's last day people, in other words, should not come as a surprise to careful students of Scripture. It is, after all, listed in each major biblical list of spiritual gifts. That it has happened in our midst is another clear indication of how close we are to the finish of history.